I am back. At least the bananas are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for once again, after a long absence, the Savannah bananas are back. Yep, I know. Multiple reasons why the series was on hold for so long. But I checked the most recent uploads, and let's just say about a disturbing amount were F1 managers, and the Madden thing has not been working. The recording's been glitching this whole time. So I'm going back to the series that has definitely brought me the most success, but also the one I enjoy the most. I'll say that, because this series is incredible. And recently, of course, with the Jazz Chisholm cover athlete thing, I know that the show 22's cycle is going to be really slow really soon, so might as well try to keep the series going until that happens. But yep, here's me just setting up the lineups that we're going to use. We're also really low on money right now, so we have to sacrifice Odell, Gavin, and all those guys. And Luis Torrens is actually also so yep, we're going to get him and try to have him be the platoon catcher, because Alexi Ramirez, if you remember, is pretty awful against lefties, and Torrens is kind of the opposite, so definitely going to try to get him to join onto the team as 22.5 mil should make him happy. I was going to put that offer through, and Rule 5 draft. I was originally going to simulate this, but I just wanted to see who was here, and see, I was about to skip selection, but I see a name that I haven't seen in a while, to say the least, Mr. Tex Matthews, here in the Rule 5, a potential still. I figured, why not? For all time's sake, let's bring him back for 1 year, see how he does, because if you remember in the past, he's been pretty bad with us. He never really got his act together in simulation, so, yep. Anyways, yep, there he is, yep, that's going to be our, pitching for this year. Obviously, starters aren't in order. I did that later. It's going to be Jordan, Grayson, Diaby Garcia, Brice, and then Baroa. It's going to be our fifth starter. Anyways, as we were able to get Luis Torrens, and now, since we have an extra catcher that we really don't need, we're going to trade away Hedges. He was more of like a 1 year thing anyway. As for Prasan first, going to get a bunch of prospects for him. 2 third base prospects, because we're not great there, and a relief prospect, because you can never have too many of those. And now we're also going to put Hedges here and look for some good catching prospects potentially we can get for him. And after a long search, eventually we do find Arthur. Don't know how to pronounce your last name. Basically, his thing is that he's pretty young, good potential, and also kept looking. Eventually found this Brett Miller dude, 18-year-old, B potential. We will take a risk on him. As I just looked around the Nationals for anyone else that I could really get, Jacob Dunham, blast from the past there, but can't get him. As I'm just gonna look at all their players, any good prospects low on. Sure, let's get this guy, and boom, there goes Hedges, and here's our official finalized starting lineups for 2028, I think, or 9, one of those. Anyways, Pena definitely not going to be that high up. Julio probably going to be, yeah, in the 2 spot. Quan in the 3, right? That sounds about right. Yeah. And Pitts, Rosario, yeah, Quan at the 2 actually makes more sense because Julio's got the power, yeah. So we're going to do Pitts, Kirilloff, and yeah. And here's lefties. Torrens, I think, is actually going to be really high up because he's great against lefties. So that, and Pitts is going to sort of be like a 5-hitter, like an ideal. Also, we brought a Rick Liss prospect we have for way too long now in the minors. He's not really great at anything, but he's decent enough against lefties to where it's worth giving him a shot in the bigs as our platooning left fielder with, of course, Nelson Velasquez. Because Velasquez is obviously only good against righties. You can see his stats to the right. And, yep, anyways, might as well head into our first game since the redual of, I don't know, our break. But, yep, anyways, Here we go. Okay, so Jordan, obviously, our Cy Young candidate last year, going to lead us out here against the Baltimore Orioles in Old Texas, which is what I decided as our new stadium. Since I had current gen, I can't make a custom stadium, which I really wish I could, but oh well, is what it is. As right away they get a not lead off, but like 1 out single in the first. That's not ideal. And now, going to try high heat on Kyle Lewis, as Quan should get there in time. Nice, good range there. And yep, I also am debating whether I should put Quan as our DH so that we can have Kirilov. Sorry about the lag there. Just recording being weird. Can't control that. As actually are going to score off that. So I can have Kirilov be in right, since he's actually still good at defense. He hasn't regressed from that yet. And I can just move Julio to center. As late on that with Julio, as now going to be a full count, 2 outs in the first. As going to get a weak dribbler that gets past the second baseman. It's not the most perfect and beautiful hit, but it still is a hit. So we will take that. And yeah, Bananas obviously going from, I remember when we started, we were like a contact pretty much only team. We had like Eric Gonzalez was one of our main like platoon players then. But now here we are with all our big boys, from Pitts to Kirilov to when we had Jordan and now Julio. But yep, Alexi swings and misses. And that was going to do it for the first. As Cabrera, by the way, this is going to be a revenge game. Edward Cabrera, all the way to the bottom of the 6th now. Great pitching performance by both guys. As Velasquez shoots one barely past the third baseman. Brett threw us a meatball there, so we capitalized. And now leadoff single. Hopefully we can capitalize. Next up we got Timmy Thompson. Over to you on the day. Can he get a hit? Of course not. I was off with a straight swing early on, so yep, he struck out, and now we got Quan, who, it's foul. Oh my goodness, he just got it hit the line. It hit the line. That is the luckiest bloop single ever. Slide out. What? How is he safe? I'm not going to question it, but yay, I guess. I don't know. How he did that, I don't know. I'm not questioning it. He just did. He did his thing. Ignore the stream lag, as basically throw-in was, I guess he just got the, I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, Pitts now, and he's just gonna ground out, and unfortunately he bobbles it, but no, unfortunately he can't take the lead there. And Kwanda, with the luckiest triple you've ever seen, actually is able to tie the game up for us. You love to see it. Changing pitchers, as of course going to try him out early. Tex Matthews going to be in the game for us and pitching, replacing Jordan, who had a pretty good start. Quality start, obviously, but yeah. 6 years pro, hasn't really found himself. He went perfect through the first like 3 innings, but he hung a screwball, and they were able to capitalize majorly, unfortunately for us. And yeah, not looking great for us. Pete Crow Armstrong just hit a nuke on us. I'm not gonna put that on text. That was on me. I located that screwball awfully. So that's not on me. I'll admit it. And yeah. He's very happy with it himself, Pete Crow Armstrong. But yep. It wasn't even that far either. That's the thing. It wasn't even that far. As now, to end it, we actually strike out. And that's the end of the episode and the game. Obviously, back with the bananas core of this channel and my channel history. But other than that, I'm going to hope that we can get a good few more seasons out of the bananas. And yeah, I want to keep it going. Anyways, for my channel 75 out.